Hi everybody, this is Tiffany. I hope everyone's having a great day. I came on to give a prophetic word. So guys, I have two words to give today, one vision and one dream. So this is the dream here. So what happened with the dream is at first it was me and this guy. I know him online and we were talking and I saw up close an Asian older lady, a white older lady, and then I saw their images there, right? But they weren't doing anything. And then I saw Natalie Nunn. She was part of the Bad Girls Club back in the day, and right now she is with the Baddies franchise thing. Her name is highlighted, Nunn. So I'll get to that. So she was in it, and then this girl, this light-skinned black girl, she had this short pink pleated skirt, a skirt that you can't wear outside. So she was bending over, and what was happening, she was trying to get the attention from the guy that I was talking to in the dream, but he was about to leave. He wasn't really focusing on what she was trying to do. Then it switched to me going into the bathroom, and my next door neighbor was hiding behind the bathroom, the back part of the toilet. So the next door neighbor that does things to try to irritate me, he was in that dream. He was in my bathroom and he was hiding behind the toilet. So when I was walking out, it's like this silk wraparound thing I wear at home. The bottom part of it went inside the toilet, but I didn't notice it. Then he started to walk out and I noticed that he noticed it before I noticed it. My sister was also in the dream, but she wasn't doing anything. She was just there. And then what just came to me, I forgot about this part. When I was talking to the guy in the dream, we were kind of like in this, I think it was kind of like a pool table. I think it was something like that, like a area where it was like a lounge area, but I believe it was like a pool table there. I forgot about that. So that just came to me here. After I was walking out of the bathroom, that was the end of the dream. So what came to me first was a vision of privacy regarding the neighbor in the bathroom, hiding in the bathroom. So I'm going to read that. All right, what is considered an invasion of privacy? Invasion of privacy involves the infringement upon an individual's protected right to privacy through a variety of intrusive or unwanted actions. Such invasions of privacy can range from physical encroachments onto private property to the wrongful disclosure of confidential information or images. What is an example of encroachment? A common example of encroachment would be the building of a fence. If one property owner constructs a new fence without being certain of where the property line falls, he could inadvertently build the fence on his neighbor's property. So a line, when I finished reading that here, I saw a vision of like a line being crossed, right? So I'm going to read that. What does it mean when you cross the line? To start to behave in a way that is not socially acceptable. So right here, let me read more to crossing the line. Behave in an unacceptable or improper way. The magazine crossed the line when they printed the nude photos. So when I was reading the list of someone crossed the line, that one stood out, the photos again, regarding, remember what I just mentioned was images, right? And then right here with photos. So something has to do with photos regarding who this message is for. So you have to be careful on who you are sending images to, because this all ties in. Maybe not everything might be for individuals, because there's a few different angles. So with the women that was trying to get the guy that I was talking to in the dreams attention. So Natalie Nunn is in charge of the baddies, right? She's part of the Bad Girls Club, and her last name was highlighted, so you know what nuns are, right? The girl was bending over, showing her thong to try to get the other guy's attention. It's like she's in charge of a group of girls, so it's like they're being sent out to try to distract somebody that you are in contact with, right? And most likely is pinpointing a guy, could be vice versa, depending on how you resonate with this message. You know, you take it to the Lord for more clarity and guidance. But if you were talking to a gentleman there, they're going to, or they are now sending different types of females, because it was an older Asian lady, a white older lady, and a young light-skinned black girl. So it's like different girls that were trying to get this person's attention. So it could be different people. They're going to look opposite than you. So if you're Asian, they're going to be different, like Spanish and, whatever. So, but if you're white, then it's black and different type of girls. So the girls are going to look opposite than you, but they're trying to get this person's attention away from you, coming under the pretenses that they're saints, but they're actually sinners, if that makes sense. So it's going to be different types of females going to try to get in between you and somebody else, but they're being sent out for this. So one, we already confirmed that there's images that you have to be careful sending someone. Two, there's going to be distractions coming in, trying to come between you and another individual, but it's being done on purpose. And now we're going to go to the provoke to anger. So this neighbor tries to provoke me to anger in my waking life. So he was hiding behind the toilet. So this person was watching, like crouching down, watching, right? That's why invasion of privacy came to me. So there's someone, is either it could be a person or a group of people that is trying to, or is invading your privacy right now, whether you know it or not. Now it gets a little sinister here from what came to me yesterday. So watching and waiting was highlighted because he was watching and waiting. What came to me was tracking my steps. So I'm going to read that scripture. Before that, soiled garments came to me. So I'm going to read that. Clothes and bed linens become soil when they come into contact with things like urine, stool, or vomit. Washing soiled clothes and linens right away can help reduce the chance of infection from germs. Soiled clothes and linens can spread germs, so be sure to handle them with care. Now I'm going to read toilet. What stood out here: you are in a vulnerable and susceptible position. Exposure. Susceptible, likely or liable to be influenced or harmed by a particular thing. What stood out regarding vulnerability? Vulnerability can be influenced by inherent factors like age, sex, or race, as well as acquired factors like health, behaviors, and environment. So environment stood out because that's my neighbor, right? Synonyms of vulnerable include susceptible, sensitive, exposed, prone, endangered, liable, subject to, in jeopardy, open, at risk, unprotected, and likely. So after reading all of that, hunting steps. So now I'm going to read Psalms 37:32. It says here, the wicked watcheth the righteous and seeketh to slay him. Also it says, the wicked lie in wait for the righteous, intent on putting them to death. Then I'm going to read the New Living Translation. The wicked wait in ambush for the godly, looking for an excuse to kill them. Now I'm going to read the commentary. The wicked. The term wicked in Hebrew is rasha, which refers to those who are morally wrong, guilty, or hostile towards God and his laws. In the context of the Psalms, the wicked are often portrayed as those who oppose God's people and his purpose. Historically, the wicked have been seen as those who reject the covenant relationship with God, choosing instead to follow their own paths. This phrase sets the stage for a contrast between those who live in rebellion against God and those who seek to follow his ways. The Hebrew root for lie in wait is arab, which conveys the idea of ambush or lurking with malicious intent. This phrase paints a vivid picture of premeditated hostility and danger. In ancient times, ambushes were a common military tactic, and this imagery would resonate with the original audience, highlighting the stealth and deceit of the wicked. Spiritually, it suggests the constant vigilance required by the righteous to guard against the subtle and often hidden attack of evil. For the righteous, the word righteous referring to those who are just, lawful, and in right standing with God. The righteous are those who live according to God's commandments and seek to uphold his justice and truth. In the biblical narrative, the righteous are often depicted as those who are favored by God, yet they frequently face persecution and opposition from the wicked. This phrase underscores the ongoing spiritual battle between good and evil and the trials faced by those who choose to live in accordance with God's will. Intent on putting them to death. This phrase, putting them to death, meaning to kill or cause to die. This stark language emphasizes the severity of the threat posed by the wicked. Throughout history, the righteous have often faced persecution, sometimes even martyrdom, for their faith and commitment to God's truth. This phrase serves as a sobering reminder of the cause of discipleship and the reality of spiritual warfare. It also points to the ultimate victory of the righteous as God's promise to protect and vindicate those who are faithful to him. So what the Lord is saying right here after reading that is there is someone watching, waiting to harm you. But he's saying that he's going to protect you. What you need to do is stay on guard and vigilant regarding this neighbor or this person that's close to you, because this person wants to harm you in that way. This person wants to harm you in that way. This is not a spiritual harm. This is a physical harm. The Lord is revealing that this neighbor or this person that's close to you somehow wants to harm you. If you allow the Lord to guide you in everything that you do, this person most likely probably will be put to death if that's what they're premeditated here. They're premeditated to harm you. The Lord is revealing if you continue to be vigilant and guarded, this person will be harmed in your place, if that makes sense. So that's a revelation right there. The Lord is going to protect you because there's definitely evil lurking against you. So what also came to me last night too was when I was just laying down, what came to me is because this neighbor tries to provoke me to anger, this is what the setup would look like. This is what the setup would look like. They would provoke you to anger so they would be able to harm you that way. So you cannot move out of turn and you cannot allow anyone to provoke you to anger, because whoever is watching and waiting and seeking to harm you in that way, they're going to try to provoke you to anger so you would move out of turn so they can harm you in that way. So that's what they're premeditating to do. So they're trying to set you up in that way. So that's what they're watching. They're trying to see it. Where's the opening, if that makes sense? But they're watching you in that way right now. They're invading your privacy in some way. Trying to see how they can make you trip, move out of turn. They're watching your steps right now, but they don't know how they're going to do it. So what they're going to do is try to provoke you to anger so they can harm you. So this is three different angles. It could be all three for someone, or it's three different for each different angles for three separate type of people. So one, there's going to be people coming as saints, but they're sinners, distractions to get in between you and someone else. So be vigilant with that. It's going to be girls. If this is for a girl, you're speaking with a guy, whether a friendship, relationship, people are actually sending these people out to get in between you and this person, but they're like decoys. It's not real. So it's like honey traps, you can say, but then also to get in between you and someone else. And this is deliberately done. It's like a head somebody that's actually orchestrating this to happen. Because photos was highlighted, you have to be careful on the photos that you send to someone, because they could try to expose you in that way, expose you somehow. They could try to expose you somehow. So you have to be very wise. Whoever this message is for, that you have to be very wise right now. Wiser than an average person. Pray for the Lord to keep you 10 steps ahead of your enemies, so then you can see what's coming before it comes. You know what I mean? So then you'll be able to stop whatever it is before it gets there. But make sure you're prayerful. But what the Lord is revealing regarding this person that wants you to act out of anger, provoke you to anger, is if this person, he will protect you from this person. So this person wants to take your life. So this person, it might be this person that ends up, this person might end up taking not your place, but it might end up being this person, because they're coming against the righteous. So this is a big problem for people that think that the Lord is going to allow this to happen. Okay, so that's it for this message. Look out for the vision. That one is pretty short. I love you guys. I hope this message helps somebody. If you feel like this message is for you, take this to the Lord in prayer. Be prayerful, be watchful, be vigilant, and make sure that you're watching your surroundings at all times. And if someone came to mind when you heard me say that someone's watching and waiting, make sure you keep all your eyes on this person, and make sure you move wise around this person as well. All right, guys. I love you guys. Hope this message helps somebody. Have a wonderful and blessed day, and I'll see you soon, Lord willing, and be blessed. Bye.